Ask for the truth on behalf of Joe Stevens concerning health issues. This journey with breast cancer just gone now. What's going on, and what's the energy surrounding it? And I asked us in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. I'll just cut the cards there for you, Joe, and I'll just move them to the side. I'll deal out 3. Past, present and future. We'll deal there. As you can see here, the past is the recent past. It's about a period of time between now and this time last month, and the immediate future there is the other side, which is between now and this time next month, literally. And then of course Joe Stevens there, bang in the middle, as you would say. Let's focus on the first. It's beginning, middle and end, isn't it? So let's just see what's been going on just recently. What's been vibrating. Of course, we've asked on your behalf, so the energies that are in the cards will be linked to you and the question that you've asked. Let's just we'll just flip the card nice and slowly to see what's been going on here. And as you can see there, you've got the minstrel, the energy of the minstrel. And really this is just stating to let your intentions be known. Over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so, there were things that you needed, that you wanted, or you felt you needed, either doing or needed to say or whatever. But there were certain things that you wanted to do. Either in case of the worst case scenario, or just things that you wanted to do, and you should have let people know what they were, what it was, because I suppose with a lot of health conditions, I know myself, there are people out there who seem to know more about it than you, naturally, but they seem to know what's best for you. Does she take sugar? And all that sort of thing. Well, bloody ask her. She's right there in front of you. It seems as though when there's, I don't know if you've had that experience where when you're not well, people seem to speak up for you and all of a sudden know what you're thinking and all this sort of thing. And really, maybe even just over the past month or so, you should have let people know what it was that you wanted. I suppose, to a degree, let them know that you're big enough and ugly enough to do it yourself, or whatever you want to get it, whatever, or to ask yourself. This is what I'm getting, this thing about asking or saying what it is you want out of this situation that you've recently been going through, this journey that you've been going on, of course, as you refer to it as a journey, but I suppose in a way it is, isn't it? I wanted to pull out the next card just to see what's vibrating now, and this might sort of tally in with what's just recently happened. Let's just flip over this card here and we'll just see what that is. That's an interesting development, although not surprising at all, is it? The gate, the energy of the gate, just indicating that that a barrier keeps you from your goal right now. Whatever that goal is, whatever it is you intend to do, and I suppose whatever those intentions are that you should be letting other people know about, a barrier keeps you from your goal. Yes, that's understandable. We know what that is, I suppose. Or is it? Is it something else that's developed as well? Not necessarily negative, but just something else that's in the wake of. I get a sense as it's something in the wake of what's happened. The barrier that's keeping you from your goal, keeping you from what you want to do next, is in the wake of what's recently happened. Maybe it could be the effect of the cause being you not letting your intentions be known, not letting others know what you want from this, and it's created, because you haven't spoken out, it's created a barrier. It's put something in the way, a blockage or something like that, in the sense that people won't listen to you, or something like that, for the reasons we've given. I mean, I've got a visual impairment and everybody thinks I'm delinquent, everybody thinks I've got dementia. Does he take sugar? And all this sort of thing. And that's only when you've got a visual impairment. So God only knows what it's like when you've been through what you have. It's very sad that that's the way human beings behave toward one another, but it's how it is. And this barrier that's in the way, maybe partly, as I said, it may be partly due to your own making. You may be the author of your own misfortune in that sense, according to what that is. If that's the barrier you've by letting people carry on, sort of doing what they've been doing, you sort of allowed that to happen. Although it isn't what you want and it isn't what you intend, you should have let your intentions be known even between now and this time last month. But then again, I don't know how long you may have been in remission or whatever for that, so I can't personally cast judgment, can I? But at least you can pull the next card, which is the energy of the immediate future. This is what vibrates as we shuffle on your behalf, and the question that's asked there. Then that energy will vibrate in the immediate future, and it'll be applicable to this subject matter that we've discussed there. You've got the Maiden. That's an interesting card. A new relationship is about to blossom. I don't know what this is about. When I suppose we go through certain challenges in life, certain people desert us. Have you been deserted in some way, or what? Hope not. Hope people have stood by you, especially those close to you. Anyway, naturally they will. But a new relationship blossoms once this barrier is broken down. Is that when you decide to speak out and say what it is you want? Or is that when people realise that it's not taboo to be in her presence anymore, so we can behave as back, try and get back to normal again, whatever that is. It's nice to think that that people will treat you like that, but people are cautious, aren't they? And it's a sad side to human nature, isn't it? This is the thing. I want to here pull out some. Ooh, there goes my glasses case. Good job, my glasses are on my face, isn't it? I want to pull out some of these other cards here. We've got some shamanic animal spirit type cards here, and I want to just investigate further what guidance your power totems have for this situation. Bearing in mind what we've said, and bearing in mind what we I suppose must acknowledge from a realistic point of view, I suppose, as well. We'll just ask just for further guidance and insight into this matter for Joe concerning this journey she's been on. And we ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the raven and all the power animal spirits who guide, heal and protect. And we'll just cut that deck, and I'll just pop them over there. And I just want to just place them, I suppose, the first card I'm gonna place over the first card dealt, which was the minstrel. Remember that just recently you should have really opened your mouth, basically. You should have really said what it was you wanted from this, because there are other people who seem to know what you want if you don't open your mouth. But either way, this is probably the reason why with the buffalo there. Just pointing towards abundance. Just indicating really that you're provided for in all ways, and if you get what I mean. You have been provided for in all ways, as you would say. But of course, nevertheless, it would have helped if you'd have said what you wanted from this. The barrier that's there, keeping you from your goal, keeping you maybe from the journey's end or finding journey's end, right now, of course, is energised by the links. That's more to do with discernment, isn't it? Just looking beyond immediate appearances right now. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe because the barrier, I still think you've placed that barrier there. I still think this is your fault. It's you to blame, so there. I still sort of think that it's you that's put that in some way. You're the author of your own misfortune. You haven't, or you could say you haven't done yourself any favours by not saying what you wanted from this. Maybe, of course, you weren't in a position to do that. I don't know. Well, judgment aside, right now, look beyond immediate appearances. Don't judge a book by its cover. There's something deeper going on here. That barrier that has been placed there, either by you or by somebody else. I'm just pointing the finger at you because it looks logical to me there. Look beyond it. Look deeper into it. Look deeper into it. The new relationship that blossoms. What's that all about? I want to just pull this card. We'll just flip it nice and slow there, like the others, to see. Yes, I suppose maybe that's what it is. Maybe I sense you might be trying to fight against it, when really you just retreat and just stop trying to make anything happen. Don't try and make anything happen. Although a new relationship may happen, don't try and make it happen. If you don't want it to happen, it doesn't have to. Of course, if the relationship is about to blossom and you don't want it to, don't try and make it not happen neither. Just don't try and make anything happen. The turtle there, the water people, the fish people, as you'd say, they're the healers. It's a process, a healing process, isn't it? And lynx is there to protect, and buffalo are there to protect you as well. You've been protected in the recent past. Maybe, although you should have let your intentions be known, maybe you didn't, to protect yourself, out of some intent to protect yourself. And of course the barrier is there protecting you. Maybe the barrier really that you put in place for yourself is a blessing in disguise, or something there to protect you. You've literally closed the gate on them. Maybe because you didn't want to let them down if the worst happened or something. That could be another thing, but look beyond immediate appearances. Look beyond why you closed the gate on them. Yes, we can say you did it to try and protect them from any hurt that they may feel if things turned for the worst. But also, what's beyond it? What else is beyond? Is there another reason why you closed the gate? Was it in case, of course, maybe fear or denial or something, maybe to protect yourself as well, and look beyond that, when all you really have to do is not make anything happen, in the sense, just don't try and influence the course of events. I want to pull out another card here just to see what other energy there might be. I suppose we could call it a bit like a roundup, couldn't you, or whatever. I just want to see what this is. Yes, the journey, as you're on about there, and you've got salmon, just indicating literally determination. You've got the determination, maybe a problem of determination, but pray to salmon, and salmon will help you get where you're going. You know where you're going. Literally, it says you know where you're going, and you'll get there. And really, that says it all, doesn't it? In the sense of the journey. If you know where you're going, you know what the destination is. That's it. You'll get there. Because you've got something to head towards. The gate is in the way, there's a barrier in the way there. Look beyond the immediate appearances to what that actually is. You might know what it is, but it might not necessarily be what you think you know it is. It might be something a bit deeper than that. Don't try and make anything happen. A new relationship is about to blossom. Maybe out to protect yourself. Maybe you refuse to get into a new relationship because you don't want, basically, to end up going on somebody, dying on somebody or something like that. Maybe you fear that you'd rather be in solitude than break somebody's heart. Don't try and make the relationship happen, but don't try and make it not happen neither. Just carry on the journey. You know where you're going. You will get there. And really, just for now, which is more important than anything, just look beyond immediate appearances at what this barrier is here, what this gate is, what the gate represents for you, and what you have slammed shut in somebody's face or whatever. What does that represent? What actually is it? It isn't what you think. You think it is what you think it is, I suppose, naturally, but it isn't necessarily what you think it is. If you get what I mean. Did that make sense? Let's hope so, because with a bit of determination you will get there, Joe. and this is time is the healer, isn't it? For now, these cards have spoken.